I heard Coach Helton just say how much fun he's had coaching this offense this year, more fun than he's had really with any team, just because of the progression and just how much better they've gotten week to week. And you've been with him through a lot of that time. So how do you react to that? How do you sort of respond to this idea of this being one of the more fun offenses to be a part of at the school?
Yeah, no, we've had a good time. You know, we got a really good group of kids. Our kids work their tails off. You know, every day of practice is fun, and getting to go out there and watch a good group of kids get to have some success is very fulfilling as a coach. You know, these kids are reaping the benefits and the rewards of everything they've done in the off season, and you know, we got one more to go, so we got to get that one too.
How good has it been that you've had a lot of the same core of guys? You rotated a little bit, but as far as the production through the first 11 games, it's been about the same. It's been those same 4 guys at receiver, or just really leaning on Gage. Sometimes you expect some rotation out there, but not a whole lot of that has happened with this team. Yeah,
well, we've been fortunate. You know, the injury bug, you know, knock on wood, hadn't hit us too hard. So, you know, those guys have really progressed week in and week out. You know, and we got a lot of good, talented kids behind them. It's just, as a coach, we put the ones out there that we feel like can give us the best chance to win. And, you know, we've just been fortunate to go out with the ones that we have. And hopefully they can make it 1 or 2 more weeks.
You've been surprised with how productive Gage Walker has been this year, just the first year running back, everything that comes into that, just how reliable he's been?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying to you if I wasn't a little bit surprised. But, you know, we talk about this every week. I'm a firm believer that good things happen to good people. And there's not a kid that works harder or a better kid on this football team. You know, he shows up to work every day with a smile on his face. You know, when I first came to him about moving to running back, there was a little hesitation there, but there always is with change. You know, he was probably comfortable where he was and you know, was probably a little nervous about moving over. Will I get to play? And, you know, I saw it in him. I knew he had it in him. And, you know, we've been very, very fortunate for the way he's played and, you know, the durability he's shown, you know, not putting the ball on the ground, playing well in pass protection. You know, last probably 2 games we needed to do a little better job of catching the football, but you know, he's been really solid for us, and we're very fortunate to have him.
Talk about your wide receivers. You've had, you know, a lot of other players step up, like Jacour, Jarquez, and Quinn got his first touchdown pass last game. Just talk about them, just kind of getting more in the mix, I guess, just in terms of with Ty and everything.
Yeah, well, I think our receivers coach, Coach Chestnut, has done a really good job with those guys. Again, they work hard at it. You know, we've probably had some more talented guys around here before, but as far as going to work every day, doing their jobs and showing up on Saturday and making plays, I couldn't be prouder of that group. You know, they do a great job in the pass game. They do a great job in the run game blocking. You know, again, we're fortunate to have that group of kids, and you know, I need them to go out and play really well 1 or 2 more times, and then we can call this a successful season.
How did you feel about that Jaquez reverse working just like the week before?
Yeah, you know, we put a little window dressing on it, did a little different with a little motion. You know, that's a tough play to stop. And when you put the ball in the hands of a really good football player, those 2 linemen we have running out in front of him, in Cole and Tyler, are athletic kids. And at the end of the day, execution is the most important thing. You know, although those are called trick plays, yes, but you know, 2 weeks in a row we've executed that play really well. And when you do things like that, that's what happens for you, big plays.
Thoughts on MTSU and just what comes with preparing for that team?
Well, you know, I think first off, it's a rivalry, so you throw all the records out the door. You know, they're a very well coached football team. There's not a head coach in this country that I respect more than Coach Stockstill. He's one of the better human beings in this profession, and a couple of guys on that staff I know personally. You know, I was the quarterback on the team when Coach Tommy West was our defensive coordinator at UAB, so I know him really well. And obviously, Coach Schaefer, his resume speaks for itself. So, you know, we're going to have our hands full. They got good players. You know, you can get a little skewed by looking at their record because, you know, you look at their first 4 games and that's murderer's row. You know, and then a lot of having good football seasons is getting started off right. And you know, you look at a couple of those things, and they could have played as good as you could have asked, and they're 1-3 coming out the gate, and so that's tough. But we fully expect them to show up ready to play, and they got good players, got good coaches, and it'll be like it is with us every week. It'll be a 4-quarter game. We will have to play our best to give ourselves a chance to win the football game.
What's the first dish that you're going after on Thanksgiving?
Oh, my wife's pretzel salad. for sure. It's
Pretzel salad.
yes, it's like some strawberry jello, whipped cream, and pretzels in it, and it's incredible. It's really good.
Which is the one that you're not touching?
I don't know if it's a actual Thanksgiving dish. Anything with mayonnaise is awful. So potato salad, something like that, I'm definitely not doing. I'm not a mayonnaise guy. So I'm there for the pretzel salad, and I'll leave all the potato salad for you guys.
Perfect.
All right.